Hello and welcome to day 16 of the 30 Days New You Challenge. This challenge is for all those people who want to become the new and improved version of themselves before the start of the new year. I hope that you have been following along since day one. If you haven't, check out the previous videos in the link in the description box below. If you have been following along, let me know in the comments below how is your progress going? How is it looking? Will you be able to achieve the new and improved version of yourself? Will you be able to achieve that goal, that mission that you have been working towards? And will that new year be absolutely smashing, rocking, the best year ever of your life? Let me know in the comments below. So, day 16 is about studying yourself. This should have been the first thing we do, but this is not the first thing we do. And I will tell you the reason. So, the personality test is the best way to study yourself, and obviously, observing yourself on a daily basis, journaling, noticing your self talk, the mind chatter, etc. All of those things are ways to study your. But all of these things require a level of discipline. If you don't have that level of discipline, then it is very difficult to notice the mind chatter and instead of becoming irritated by it, or noticing your self talk instead of getting involved in it and just going in that loop of, one thought after the other, one conversation or one topic after the other, etc. Right? Similarly, with the personality test, if you don't have that level of discipline, the personality test just seems like another piece of document, another piece of information that either some parts of it make sense to you, some parts of it doesn't make sense to you, and you just discard it. You just read it once and you never ever look back at it again, which is what most people do. So, if I share the free personality test with you at the very beginning, you will never read it fully, even. So, that is the reason we didn't do this at the very beginning. Like I said, if you have been following along, this is day 16. I hope that you have developed that level of discipline. And today, when you go to that link in the description box, fill out the personality test, get your personality report. I hope that you will read it, and don't just read it, but study it. Study yourself. We think we know ourselves. We think we know ourselves inside out, but there are so many things that you don't know about yourself. I can guarantee you that. Even in my coaching program, so the coaching program is a 10 weeks program. When people join in the very first day, they get the personality test, okay? And some of it, they are really like, oh, yes, this is absolutely me. Some of it, they say, yeah, maybe. And some of it is like, this is not me at all, right? But that same personality test, 2 weeks into the coaching program, they're absolutely like, this is 100% me. So that is the thing. We lie to ourselves. It's just that we have this habit of telling ourselves something. For example, I can't do it, or I'm not good enough. These are not true. These things are not true. But we've told ourselves so much that it has become what we believe. So we lie to ourselves. And that is why there are so many things about ourselves that we do not know. For example, our gifts and talents. Do you know what gifts and talents you have? If you knew your gifts and talents, you would not have the problem of being stuck at the wrong job, having all the stress and anxiety because of your job, because of all the extra hours or whatever, right? Because if you were in a job that was aligned with your gifts and talents, then it would not feel like a job. It would not feel like work at all. It would feel like your absolute favorite thing to do, and then you would not need vacation, you would not need off time or anything like that, right? So for example, you might have come across some doctors or some nurses who really have that sort of healing touch, who really have that sort of knack for making their patients feel relaxed and healed in a way, right? And you might have come across a lot of doctors or nurses that just go through the motions. They are just doing the mechanical things, but you don't really feel like you are being taken care of in a medical sense, right? Similarly, you might have come across people who are not in the medical field at all, who are not healers in the technical way of saying, but still you just spend some time with that person and you just feel like, all the tension and all of the worries in your mind or body have just left. Like there is that sort of healing touch. So that is the gift or talent of that person. It is very, very important to study yourself, to know yourself inside and out. With half knowledge, you really cannot get there. With half a vision, with an incomplete vision, you cannot reach that goal. So, when you get that personality report, I really, really request you to take the time to study it, and not just once, but every day, as much as possible, till you have that complete vision in your mind of the best version that you're trying to become, of all the things that you need, the gifts and talents, the motivations, things that drive you, etc. Whatever the personality test is telling you about you, make sure that you sort of memorize it by heart, right? Because this is about you, not about anyone else. I'm not even asking you to do this about other people, but if you do, then obviously, like I said before, it will help your relationships become better. That's it for today. So I want to hear from you. What is the one thing that really opened your eyes today? So let me know in the comments below, okay? Share this video with anybody who might find it helpful. You can also share the personality test link with your friends and family members, and like the video. Okay, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, hit the bell icon, and I will see you tomorrow.